I think a lot of people are exhausted because they're constantly trying to become somebody else. Not even in that dramatic identity crisis way either, more quietly than that. A better version of themselves, more disciplined version, successful version, whatever word you want to use. They want to be more productive, more focused, more healthy, more switched on all the time. And yeah, I understand it, I do. I'm not against improving yourself, yeah? I'm not against trying to grow or sort your life out or get healthier or build better habits. That stuff does matter. I genuinely do think that. But I also think somewhere along the line, a lot of people stopped seeing self improvement as something positive and started treating themselves like a constant problem that needs fixing. And I think that wears people down. Because now it feels like every area of your life is being judged constantly. You're supposed to wake up earlier, you got to train harder, you use your time better, read more books, be more disciplined, spend less time on your phone, be more present, work harder, sleep better. And, after a while, it just feels like you can't even sit down for 10 minutes without feeling guilty about something. That's why so many people feel permanently behind now, yeah? No matter what they do, there's always this feeling that they should be doing more. You clean the house, then you feel guilty you didn't go to the gym. You go to the gym, but then you feel guilty because they didn't sort your finances out. You spend time with your family, then you feel like you weren't productive enough. You work hard all week, but then you feel guilty for having a rest on your day off. It never really ends. I do think that social media has massively amplified this problem. Everybody online looks like they've figured life out, yeah? Everyone's productive, everyone's disciplined, everyone's in shape, everyone's financially strong, mentally strong, they got a side hustle, they're their best version of themselves, yeah? Let's use the buzzwords. Meanwhile, most normal people are just trying to hold everything together without mentally collapsing. And I don't mean to sound dramatic there. I don't. I mean just normal life stuff, yeah? Your bills, kids, relationships, work stress, household jobs, family pressures, it's mental exhaustion, yeah? Trying to stay healthy while being tired all the time. Most people aren't sitting there trying to be millionaires overnight. Most people are just trying to feel all right again. I've felt like that over the years. Working in kitchens, you can definitely find yourself living survival mode, and you do it for so long you don't even notice it's happening, yeah? You wake up tired, you rush to work, deal with the pressure all day, you come home, you're mentally fried, you scroll on your phone because you haven't got the energy for anything else, yeah? And you sleep badly, and then you wake up the next day and you do it all over again. But because you're still functioning, because you're still going to work and paying the bills, doing what needs to be done, you tell yourself that you're fine. There's a difference between functioning and actually living properly. I think a lot of people lose themselves quietly inside functionality. Become useful, responsible, reliable, but underneath that, they're exhausted. And the scary bit, it happens gradually enough. You start just believing this is who you are now. You just think this is it, this is life, this is just how it feels. But I actually think most people need a completely different life overnight. I think most people just need stability. Yeah, they need breathing room. They need some structure back, some energy back. I think a lot of people need to stop speaking to themselves like they're failures every 5 minutes. Because some people are carrying a huge amount and they still show up every day, and that counts, yeah? Showing up counts. There's a massive difference between wanting to improve your life and feeling like you constantly need to escape yourself. Those are not the same thing. Now, one comes from growth. The other's usually self-hatred, and that's dangerous because eventually nothing you do ever feels like it's enough. You know, you lose weight, but it wasn't enough. You work harder, it's still not enough. You earn more, no, not enough. The goalposts are just forever moving. And I think a lot of people are deeply tired of living like that. A lot of people are craving something simpler, you know? Not perfection, just relief, calm, stability. A version of life that feels manageable again. A version of themselves they actually recognize again. Not some ultra optimized internet productivity machine. Just themselves, yeah? Just a bit healthier, a bit calmer, more honest, more stable, more consistent. And that's why I've started talking about rebuilding slowly recently, yeah? Just small wins, yeah? Momentum, structure, breathing room. One thing at a time, yeah? Real rebuilding is a lot less dramatic than people expect. It's quieter, yeah? It's going for a walk, even though you can't really be bothered. It's cleaning the kitchen instead of just letting everything pile up around you. It's just sorting that one problem out, yeah? Instead of trying to fix your whole life overnight. It's going to bed a bit earlier and sleeping properly. It's drinking water, yeah? None of these things look impressive online, but they matter a lot, yeah? Small actions don't transform your life instantly, but they stabilize it. And once people become more stable, they can start rebuilding properly. That's the bit that people miss. People don't rebuild themselves in one giant breakthrough moment. It takes time. You do it quietly, yeah? You make one better decision. One calmer evening, a small reset. Honestly, that's enough. Really, it is. I really do think so. Maybe rebuilding your life shouldn't require becoming someone completely different. Maybe you should just slowly become you again. Yeah? And in the end, even though through all the pressure and the exhaustion and the setbacks and the bad days, you choose how it ends.